Have you ever heard a story so incredible it sounds like it is straight out of a movie? Well, get ready, because today's story is exactly that. It is a tale about an unbreakable bond between a human and one of the most majestic predators on Earth, a lion. It all starts with a young woman named Anna, an animal conservationist with a heart bigger than the African savanna she worked on. Anna dedicated her life to protecting wildlife, but she never imagined one particular rescue would change her life forever. One scorching afternoon, Anna and her team received a distress call. A lioness had been caught in a poacher's cruel snare. Time was running out. When they arrived, the scene was heartbreaking. The magnificent lioness, whom they later named Kiara, was weak, dehydrated, and terrified. Her leg was badly injured by the tight wire trap. Anna knew they had to act fast, but getting close to a wounded, panicked lion is one of the most dangerous jobs in the world. With incredible courage and patience, Anna approached Kiara, speaking to her in a calm, soothing voice. She wasn't just another human, she was a beacon of hope. It was as if Kiara understood. She let out a low growl, not of aggression, but of despair. Slowly, carefully, the team managed to tranquilize her and begin the delicate process of freeing her. The snare had cut deep, and the wound was severe. They knew her chances of survival in the wild were slim if they just released her. So, they made the difficult decision to bring Kiara back to the rescue center. Anna took personal charge of Kiara's recovery. Day and night, she was by her side, cleaning her wound, providing food and water, and most importantly, offering comfort. She would sit just outside the enclosure, talking to Kiara for hours. She read stories, sang songs, and just shared her presence. It was a slow process, building trust one gentle word at a time. Weeks turned into months. Kiara's physical wounds began to heal, but it was the healing of her spirit that was truly remarkable. The fear in Kiara's eyes was gradually replaced by a look of recognition and then affection. She would chuff softly whenever Anna approached, a sound of greeting and contentment in the lion world. She'd rub her head against the fence near Anna, a clear sign of their growing bond. The team was amazed. It was a connection that defied all logic, a friendship between a woman and a lioness who should have been a fearsome predator. Kiara was no longer just a rescue, she was family. But here's where the story takes a truly astonishing turn. During Kiara's recovery, the team made a discovery. Kiara wasn't just a lone lioness, she was a mother. She had given birth just before being trapped, and her cubs were out there, alone and vulnerable. The team's mission instantly shifted. They had to find those cubs. Using drone technology and tracking skills, they scoured the vast territory near where Kiara was found. It was like looking for a needle in a haystack. Anna felt a deep sense of urgency. She knew a mother's heart, and she could see the anxiety growing in Kiara, who would pace and call out with low, mournful roars. It was a race against time. After several days of relentless searching, they found them. The tiny, scared, and hungry cubs huddled together in a thicket. They were weak but alive. The rescue was emotional, but the real challenge was yet to come. Would Kiara, after months in captivity and recovery, accept her cubs? The moment of truth arrived. The team brought the tiny furballs to the enclosure. Anna's heart was pounding. She opened a small gate, and the cubs stumbled in. Kiara froze. She stared at the cubs, her body tense. Then, she took a hesitant step forward, sniffing the air. The cubs, recognizing their mother's scent, let out tiny, hopeful mews. And then, the miracle happened. Kiara's entire demeanor softened. She let out a deep, rumbling purr and lay down, nudging her cubs closer with her nose. She began grooming them, her rough tongue a symbol of pure, unconditional love. The reunion was complete. Anna and the entire team watched, with tears in their eyes. It was one of the most beautiful things they had ever witnessed. The mother lion she had rescued was now a mother once again, thanks to their efforts. But the story doesn't end there. Anna knew Kiara and her cubs belonged in the wild. The goal of conservation isn't to keep animals in cages, but to return them to their natural habitat. So began the next phase, preparing the little family for their release. Anna and the team created a massive, semi-wild enclosure where Kiara could teach her cubs essential survival skills. They watched as she taught them how to stalk, pounce, and play. She was a phenomenal mother. Throughout this time, the bond between Anna and Kiara only deepened. Even as Kiara embraced her wild instincts, she never forgot the human who saved her. she would still greet Anna with a soft chuff and a gentle head rub against the fence. It was a bittersweet period for Anna. She knew she would have to say goodbye to the lioness she considered a friend. The day of the release was filled with mixed emotions. The family was healthy, strong, and ready. The gate to the vast national park was open. Kiara stood at the threshold, looking back at Anna one last time. There was a moment of silent communication between them, a look that conveyed gratitude, love, and a final farewell. Then, with her two cubs trotting confidently behind her, Kiara stepped out into the wild, back where she belonged. Anna watched until they disappeared into the horizon. It was a painful goodbye, but also a moment of immense triumph. This was why she did what she did. This was success. She thought that was the last she would ever see of her friend, but the universe had one more surprise in store. About a year later, Anna was out on a routine patrol in the park, miles from the release site. Suddenly, her guide stopped the jeep. Up ahead, resting under an acacia tree, was a magnificent pride of lions, and leading them was a familiar face. It was Kiara. She was no longer just a survivor. She was a thriving queen of her own pride. Her cubs, now nearly grown, were strong and healthy by her side. Anna's heart leaped. She slowly got out of the vehicle, her pulse racing. Would Kiara remember her, or would her wild instincts take over? Kiara's head lifted. Her golden eyes locked onto Anna's. For a moment, the world stood still. Then, Kiara did something that left everyone speechless. She stood up and began walking towards Anna, not with aggression, but with a calm, deliberate grace. She stopped just a few feet away, looked Anna straight in the eyes, and let out that familiar, soft chuff. The sound was unmistakable. It was a greeting, a thank you, a confirmation that their bond had not been broken by time or distance. Anna, overwhelmed with emotion, could only whisper her name, Kiara. The lioness blinked slowly, then turned and walked back to her pride, her duty as a leader calling. It was a brief encounter, a fleeting moment, but it was everything. It was proof that love and kindness can transcend the boundaries between species. Anna's story with Kiara is a powerful reminder of the incredible intelligence and emotional depth of animals. It shows that one person's compassion can indeed change the world, one life at a time. It's a testament to the fact that when we choose to protect and respect nature, it has a way of giving back in the most astonishing ways. What do you think of this incredible story? Let me know in the comments below. And if you were moved by Anna and Kiara's journey, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more amazing, true stories from the wild. Thanks for watching.